everyone. Hi, hi. This is Nipur Jain. Hope you are well. Your preparation is going very well. So from last video we have discussed previous year question from till 2022. So now we start our next few question from Bundy motion. I hope you are seeing, and if you have any doubts, you comment on my YouTube channel, right? So we have solved last this question in previous videos, right? So now we can solve next question, right? So let me solve this question, right? So in this question, what they're telling that a horizontal bridge is built across a river. A student standing on the bridge throws a small ball vertically upwards with a velocity 4 meter per second. So in this question, what the condition they are showing, that there is a like horizontal bridge, right? So student standing on this bridge, right? A horizontal bridge is built across a river. A student is standing on the bridge, right? So a student is standing on the bridge. A small ball is vertically thrown upwards, like they have a small ball and they throw vertically upwards with the velocity they have given 4 meter per second, right? So they are saying that they have thrown the ball 4 meter per second upwards, right? And the ball strikes the water surface, like here some water is there, right? So here some water is there, right? So this ball go upwards and then go downwards, right? Understand? So this is the condition they are showing like this, right? The ball strikes the water surface after 4 seconds, and the ball strikes the water surface after 4 seconds, and they are asking height of the bridge, means they are asking h, height of the bridge. So given in this question, what they have given, that initial velocity is 4 meter per second, right? And acceleration, and we take upward direction as a positive direction and downward direction as a negative, right? So acceleration is basically minus g, right? Acceleration is minus g. And displacement, let's see this displacement. First they go upwards, right? And then they return back. So this displacement is also x, but this is minus. So total displacement, first they go upwards, so this is plus x, then they return back, then minus x, and then after they go downward, that is minus h. So total displacement is basically minus h, right? So total displacement is basically minus h, right? And here they have given acceleration due to gravity is minus, and time they have taken 4 seconds to reach the water surface. So in this question they are asking height of this bridge. So what we do, we have a information, we can use equation of motion, right? We can use equation of motion. We know v square is equal to u square plus 2as, right? So as we know that no, here time is given, so we cannot use this equation because we cannot include time in this equation, right? So what we do, we use different, like s is equal to ut plus half at square, right? So in this question displacement is minus h, initial speed is 4, time they have taken 4 plus 1 by 2, acceleration is minus g, time they have taken 4, so minus h is equal to 4 4 ja 16, g is 10, 10 divided by 2 5, 5 5 5 ja 16, sorry 5, actually I write down this is minus 5 and 4 4 ja 16, right? So minus h 16, this is plus 80, this is plus 80, am I right? I did, no, this is plus, no, actually I do mistake, sorry. So this is 5 minus 5, 16 ja 80, so this is minus 80, so height comes out to be minus h is equal to minus 64, so minus से minus cancel, so h comes out to be 64 meter, 64 meter, right? So which option is correct? So option C is the correct option. Hope you are understanding. If you have any doubt left, you can do it, you can ask in comments, and you will also ask in my Telegram channel, right? So now next question, the position time graph for a positive acceleration is, they are asking positive position time graph for positive acceleration is, as we know, s is equal to ut plus half at square. For positive acceleration, position time graph is basically 1 by 2 ut plus half at square. So positive acceleration के लिए position time graph is like this, and if in the same question if they ask retarding acceleration, so position time graph become like this. Understanding my point? So which option is correct? Which option is correct? Option B, right? So option B is the correct, right? Shall we proceed for next question? Right. So next question, the ratio of the distance traveled by a freely falling body in the first, second, third and fourth second is, ratio of the distance traveled by the body in the first second, second second and third second is, right? So एक मिनट, just one minute. Okay. So let question number 2. The ratio of the distance traveled by a freely falling body means, freely falling body means their initial speed is 0, right? Initial speed is 0, and that falling body in a first second, third and fourth second is, they are asking ratio of the distance traveled in the first second. As we know, for nth second we have a formula as nth is equal to u plus a by 2 to n minus 1. As you know this formula, yes, this is easier. So just what we do, just put n is equal to 1, so we got distance in first second and initial speed is 0 and acceleration is g, that is plus 10 meter per second square, right? So 5 by 10 by 2, this is 0 plus 2 into 1 minus 1, so this is s1 is equal to, actually just 1, so 0 plus 10 divided by 2, right? So this become 5, 2 minus 1 5, so this is first meter in the first second, right? So second they travel a distance u 10 divided by 2, 2 into 2 minus 1, so that is 2 2s are 4, 4 minus 1 3, 5 2s are 10 divided by 2, this is 5, right? So 5 3s are 15 meter, they travel 15 meter distance in second. Now for third second, that is n is equal to 2. Here n is equal to 3. So s3 is equal to 0 plus 10 divided by 2, 2 into 3 minus 1. So that is s3 is equal to 6 minus 1 5, and that is 5 also. This is 5, so 5 5s are 25 meter. That is right. Now n is equal to 4, that is fourth second. So s fourth is equal to 0 plus 10 divided by 2. This is 2 into 4 minus 1. So s fourth is equal to, that is 5, and what was the 8 minus 1? 7. 7 5s are 35 meter. Right. So now they are asking ratio of s1, s2, s3, s4. That is 5, 15, 25, 35. Right. So s1, s2, s3, s4, that is 1 ratio, 3 ratio, 5 ratio, 7 ratio. Right. So you understand this? So which option is correct? Option B. Right. Easier now. You are not facing any difficulty now. So we can solve all the chapters PYQ, and I, along with this PYQ, I also added so many questions so that your preparation, your revision going very well be. Right. So the displacement time, the next question, the displacement time graph for a two moving particles makes an angle of 30 degree and 45 degree with the x-axis as shown in the figure. The ratio of their respective velocity is, the ratio of their respective velocity is, as you know, position time graph, you just write down this, note down. If you draw slope, you get velocity, right? If you find area, you got no information, right? Now again, just note down velocity time graph. If you find slope and if you find area, so if you find slope you got slope, what you got? Acceleration. If you find area, you got displacement or distance, right? And now next, acceleration time graph. If you find slope, no information. If you find area, you got change in velocity. Understand? I hope you remember these points. This is quite useful for you. So you see this is a displacement time graph, right? If you draw the slope, you got velocity. What you got? You got velocity, right? Am I right? So in displacement time graph, here they have given the displacement time graph for two moving particles makes an angle of 30 degree, 45 degree with the x-axis as shown. The ratio of their respective velocity is. So velocity time graph, if you find slope, and slope is basically tan theta. So ratio of their velocity tan (30 degree) to tan 45 degree. So tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3, tan 45 degree is 1. So their ratio of their velocity is v1 by v2 is 1 by root 3. So which option is correct? Which option is correct? Option C. Option C is the correct. So next we proceed for our next question. That's also good question. A small block slides down on a smooth inclined plane. Actually, I draw this. See this. It is like this. A small block slides down on a smooth inclined plane starting from rest at a time t is equal to 0. Let Sn be the distance traveled by the block in the time interval t is equal to Sn is the distance traveled in the time interval t is equal to n minus 1 to t is equal to n. So ratio Snth is equal to, as you know, we know the formula Snth is equal to u plus a by 2 to n minus 1, right? So first we find at t is equal to n. This directly we have as an initial speed is 0. So a by 2, that is 2n minus 1. And at t is equal to n minus 1, again u is equal to 0. So s n minus 1 is equal to a by 2, that is 2 n minus 1 minus 1. So s n minus 1 is equal to a by 2, that is 2n minus 2 minus 1. 2n, that is just 1 minute, that is tn minus 1. 2n minus 1, right? Am I right? You are able to understand this? That's a nice. Actually, I think that's a mistake is going to happen. This is t is equal to n plus 1 come here. Actually, by printing mistake, I think that's why I'm thinking printing mistake come as n plus 1. Here n plus 1 come, here also n plus 1. So as n plus 1, because in this question what they're asking, as n upon as n plus 1 ratio you have to tell, right? So a by 2 2n plus 1, right? So that is, so now we have to tell the ratio of this Sn upon Sn plus 1. Sn upon Sn plus 1, that is a by 2 2n minus 1, that is a by 2 2n plus 1. a by 2 से a by 2 cancel. So Snth upon Sn plus 1, that is 2n minus 1 upon 2n plus 1, right? So which option is matching our 2n minus? Option D is the correct. So option D is correct. Hope you are able to understand this concept in a very easy and systematic way, right? So shall we do next question? A ball is thrown vertically downwards. A ball is thrown vertically downwards with the velocity of 20 meter per second. देखो 20 meter per second from the top of a tower. It is like कि a ball is thrown from the top of a vertical tower, that is height is h. right? And they have thrown with this 20 meter per second from the top of a tower. It hits the ground, means that is like this. Hits the ground with the velocity 80 meter per second, right? And their acceleration due to gravity they have and their acceleration due to gravity is g, right? And they are asking h. What they're asking? Height of the tower, right? So v square is equal to q square plus 2as. The final velocity is 80 square, initial velocity is 20 square plus 2 times acceleration is g, distance is h, right? So that is 80 ka square means 6400 is equal to, that is 400, 2 to the 400 plus 2 to the 10, g value is 10, so that is 20h. So this is 6000 is equal to 20h, 20h. So 1 0 so 1 0 cancel, so h is 300 meter. Any option? Option B is correct. H is 300 meter, right? Understandable now? So not any confusion left now. So in this question, what again I explain. In this question, they have said, they have tell that their initial velocity is 20 meter per second, and they thrown downwards, right? They thrown downwards, and their final velocity when they hit the ground, their velocity is 80 meter per second, and they are saying that what is the height of the tower, right? So we just apply equation of motion. You understand now? If you have any doubt, you can ask them, and you can message me in Telegram personal group also, right? So that question is quite nice, and that question comes in even JEE Mains and NEET and other competitive examination. This is the most standard problem, right? So this question shall be there's a, you can remember this formula also, because this is a standard formula, so they can ask in future directly, because this is a standard question. So Preeti reached the metro station and found that the escalator was not working, so she walked up stationary accelerator in the time t1. On the other day, if she remains stationary on the moving accelerator, then the accelerator takes her time in time t2. Then the time taken by her to walk up on the moving accelerator is like this. We suppose it is like this. So Preeti reached the metro station. Preeti reached the metro station. Right? So Preeti reached the metro station. So they use the accelerator, which we say like a lift, right? So first time they see that their lift is not working, so she walked. So she walked off the stationary accelerator in time t1, right? So they are asking, in this question they have asked like, first they have moved, they were t1 time, they moved on a moving, they moved on a stationary escalator. T2 is the time, when on moving escalator, and t is the time where moved on so t is the time where Preeti is moved on moving escalator, right? So we have to find time, like time is equal to, that is distance by speed, right? Right, so like we say that speed for first condition when the Preeti is moved on a stationary accelerator, what is their time, what is their speed? Speed is equal to distance they moved, d, the distance remains same, that distance is d, right? Distance by t1, right? And in the second condition, the speed is v2 when they move a distance d and time t2. And third condition, the speed become v1 plus v2, right? So they have moved and their accelerator is also moving, so d upon t1 plus d upon t2, right? And the distance, so now we use the formula time is equal to distance they move d, and on a moving accelerator they move with speed v1 plus v2, means d upon t upon t1 plus d upon t2, right? So d I take common here, d here I d take common, so 1 upon t1 plus 1 upon t2, right? D से d cancel, so t1 t2 divided by t1 plus t2, right? So which option is correct? This is a standard formula, you can remember this. Option B is the correct, right? Option B is the correct. This is very important, you can ask again in the next exam also. So next question, like 2016, right? Two cars P and Q start from a point at the same time in a straight line and their position are represented by this. At what time do the cars have the same velocity? At what time do the cars have the same velocity? Cars have the same velocity, right? So first equation, they just we have to do differentiation. xpt is equal to at plus bt square. In this question, what they are saying, at which time both have a same velocity. So what we do, we just differentiate first equation, that we got velocity. Second equation, we again do differentiation, we got velocity, and we equate them, their velocity becomes same, so we equate them. Then from equating them, we got the value of time, right? So I show you, right? So this is xpt is equal to a plus at plus at plus at at plus bt square. So if I do differentiation, dpt is equal to a plus 2bt. Again this is xq t is equal to ft minus t square. So again I do differentiation, so I got f minus 2t. And in this question they are saying that both have a same velocity, so both have a same velocity. Velocity of pt is equal to velocity of qt, right? So a plus 2bt is equal to f minus 2t. So what I do, 2f, this 2t go that side and a come that side. So 2b, I take 2 common, 2t I take common, right? So 2t I take common, so here left is b plus 1, here f minus a. So here t is comes out to be f minus a upon 2 b plus 1. Understand? Easy now. So which option is matching? F minus a, 2 b plus 1. Option D is correct. All questions are easy, just basic understanding. If you do the basic question, basic NCERT, SC, man, easy problem, like just solve the example, so you can easily understand. If your concept is good, then this is not quite difficult to solve this, right? So I try to solve all the problem P by Q, and even I take other examination questions so that you can practice. As much as your question is practicing now, the concept become automatically good. So option law. Next question from 2016, NEET 2016. A velocity of a particle is this. They have given velocity is equal to a t plus bt square, where a and b are constant. Then the distance traveled by it. Distance traveled by it in time 1 second to and second. Distance traveled by it in 1 second and 2 second is v is equal to dx y by dt is equal to at plus bt square. So dx is equal to at plus bt square, that is dt. So you have to do integration, right? And they are asking distance traveled by it. Distance traveled by it from 1 second to 2 seconds. So x is equal to a t square by 2, that is 1 to 2, b tq by 3, 1 to 2, x a by 2, 2 2s are 4 minus 1, that is b by 3, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8 minus 1. So x is equal to 3a by 2, 7 b by 2. So which option is matching? 3a by 2 and 7b by 2, means option B is correct, right? Understandable now? Not difficult. And this is the last question, I think, and then after that we do in the next video, right? A particle of unit mass undergo one-dimensional motion such that its velocity varies according to this relation, where beta and n are constant. X is the position vector of the particle, right? The acceleration of the particle is, they are asking acceleration, right? So velocity they have given beta x की power minus 2n, right? And what they are saying that find the acceleration. So as we know acceleration, we have how many formulas? We have 3 formulas. First write velocity in terms of time, then d square x by dt square, and another formula v dby by dx, right? So which formula we can use? Here you see that here velocity they have given in terms of position, so this is not possible because velocity in terms of time, this is position in terms of time, velocity in terms of distance, we can use this formula. So acceleration is equal to v dv by dx, right? So first I do dv by dx, that is dy by dx velocity beta x की power minus 2n, that is beta dy by dx x की power minus 2n. So beta minus 2n x की power minus 2n minus 1. So dvy by dx value we got minus 2 beta n x की power minus 2n minus 1. Now we put the value in acceleration, so we got the answer. Acceleration is equal to velocity is basically, first we have to put velocity beta minus x की power 2n, then we have to put value of dvy by dx 2 beta n x की power minus 2n minus 1. So acceleration we got minus 2 beta square n x की power minus 2n. देखो बीटा स्क्वायर माइनस 2 बीटा स्क्वायर, here n come and then x की power minus 2n is going to be add up, x की power minus 4n minus 1. So any option is matching? Yeah. So they have written like this: acceleration is equal to minus 2n beta square x की power minus 4n minus 1. Right? So which option is matching? Any option is there? Yeah, option C. So option C is the correct. So hope this is quite helpful, and from next video we can do other problems of NEET examination. Then after that we proceed for JEE Mains and SCB or other important problem, so that you got enough practice of a numerical problem and you are able to do it. I hope your preparation and you are feeling good in my lectures, and if you have any doubts or any my solution is not as comfortable as you wanted, you can comment in my YouTube channel, and you can also join my Telegram channel where I shared all the content or all the material, whatever the things possible for me. I do my best for helping you guys, and this channel is just a free of cost. I'm not promoting, I'm not coming here for money. I just wanted to help you, all of you guys. Okay, fine, thank you so much, and we meet in the next video.